I wish I had said that. It's been in the back of my head, and yet, I always do that. I'm like, I'm not going to talk about my good idea. It's a weird good idea. Everyone will think it's weird. It's like, oh,
that's
no,
your
Stephanie.
brand.
Don't do that. Don't be weird, Stephanie. You'll never recover. Okay. Hi, welcome to Two Lacquered Ladies, the podcast about nail polish and nail art by the ladies who stream it. I'm Stephanie, aka Fanatic here on every social media platform that matters. I'm an unprofessional nail artist, and I like to make fan art on my nails.
Howdy, my name is Danny, and you can find me as Danny Shout online. I'm a science educator by day and a nail art hobbyist by night. On stream, I like to create scenes with themes on my nails.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Two Lacquered Ladies. We are here. We are ready to lacquer your world.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you. You know what it reminds me of? Have you ever seen a Sherwin-Williams advertisement?
Yes. I loved the ones where it was made out of the little, like, paint samples. Like, it was like a world made out of paint samples. I was like, that's so cute.
See, the one I'm thinking of, and I know it's old because I've looked into it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. So the one that I think of is it's the globe, and there's just like a bucket of red paint spilling on it, and it just says cover the world.
That's their little logo, and it disturbed me as a child because I was like, no, that's too much.
It disturbed me as an adult because I didn't even notice it was a thing till I was an adult, and I was driving around with husbando, and I was just like, is that right?
That's the globe being covered with red paint. Why red?
I was like, don't do it.
Is it a protest?
This is so visceral. So yeah, we're here to do that, but with nail polish.
Yes. Which for some reason is like much nicer feeling, like a little bottle covering the globe. I don't know. Feels less aggressive than a whole paint bucket.
we can maybe use a different color too.
Yeah.
It could be like green.
Pink with a blue shimmer.
Pink with a blue shimmer is what I would cover the world with. What would you cover the world with?
A white Crelly with black flecks.
A white Crelly with black flecks. A new icing.
I was going to say the ice caps are melting. Not anymore. It's not a problem anymore.
It's not a problem anymore.
Just put some white nail polish up there. No one will know.
See, the thing is, when the nail polish gets too hot, it's just going to evaporate, and it's going to make those ice caps again. We solved it.
We just need enough paint.
Yeah. We just need enough paint. This is why it's really good to have an environmental scientist on the podcast.
Exactly. I know what I'm talking about.
You know what you're talking about. You know how to fix the world.
More paint.
Exactly. Anyway, Danny, how have you been this past... How long has it been?
No idea. Honestly, time is an illusion. I have lost all sense of it. I've been good. I've been very busy. I signed up for a lot of collabs this month. I didn't make all of them, but I made quite a few of them. So I have been churning out the Instagram posts, and I'm pretty proud of myself for keeping up with it on top of, school and a little bit more school.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for getting all that done too. And you also just got a new video out.
Yes.
I started watching it. Well, I was waiting for you. Because Danny was late today.
By a minute. Like a minute.
by a minute, but I was ready. No, Danny was actually early today because I woke up this morning and was like, I have energy. We have spirit. Yes, we do. We have spirit. How about you? And she was like,
VV victory for our varsity.
Yeah. I love that. You didn't say that at my school.
Victory, varsity, go team.
Yes, exactly. That was what I was like this morning. But no, I did watch a little bit of your video, and the thumbnail is very cute.
Thank you.
I like it. It's very pink.
Yeah, I've been doing these Manny review videos because they're relatively easy to make. I pop up a picture and I talk about it, and I'm trying to dip more and more toes into the YouTube world, and it's hard. It's hard to make videos, and honestly, the hardest part I have found so far is putting on the makeup. Putting in the effort to do up my face and then sit down and record. Once I start recording, it's not too bad.
I get that completely, because that's also kind of a holdup I have for doing the videos, because I'm like, but I only do my makeup on stream.
Yeah.
I'm not streaming. And then what if it takes longer? What if my makeup starts to melt? But I will say, you do look lovely in your makeup.
Thank you.
I don't think you need makeup.
Aw, thank you. I often stream without makeup because it's usually, if it's streaming during the week, it's, after work and I'm tired and I'm not redoing makeup or putting makeup on for the first time that day. With the videos, I will tell you, like this last video I made, I felt like I had two black eyes, like when I looked in the mirror in person, and I guess that's how you do YouTube makeup, because on the video it looks a lot more subtle than it did in person, and I was like, okay, good. But if you saw me in person, it was, yeah.
Yeah, the thing that's the most important to me when I stream is actually, like, my lips. Like, I don't like a bold statement lip, but I do enjoy it when people can, like, see that I have them. And I get super washed out, so I just gotta have a little bit, just a little bit of lip.
Yeah.
Your lips but visible.
Yes. And I think I was wearing I was wearing actually the Sophia Nygaard ColourPop, the Frankenberry lipstick color, which is such a dark color, but again, on video, it just kind of looked like slightly darker lips, which is good. But yeah, my mom watched that video. And she texted me like a picture of a screenshot of the TV on my splatter nails, which I hated those splatter nails. Like, I never want to do splatter nails again. I was so out of breath trying to get the paint out of the straw, and then it would just come out as a blob, and it was awful. And she texted me. She was like, "It looks like your high chair when you first started eating baby food." Like, that's gross.
That's adorable, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at you I'm watching your video right now as we speak.
Live
and
commentary.
Yeah, your lips do look a bit like your lips, but visible. So that's pretty incredible. And yeah, your eyes look beautiful.
Thank you.
You don't look like you have two black eyes.
Yeah, in person it was horrendous, and my husband usually compliments me when I put on makeup. He didn't really say anything when I was recording that. He kind of like blinked at me. He was like, "What you doing?"
You're like, "I am becoming a raccoon."
Yes. Living my dream. Living my truth.
I didn't even see these elephant nails. They're so gorgeous.
Oh yeah, those elephant nails, I wish I used a different color for the outline, but other than that, I think it's really fun. And you know what I used for those elephant nails?
Is that Boy Toy?
It's not. It's actually the Orly Hopeless Romantic collection, which we're going to talk about later today.
Yeah, I was like, that looks almost a little bit like Boy Toy, like the glitter-wise. Is that what's in Boy Toy's glitter? I don't even know. I was just like, that's all I could think of. That's probably not. Did you
get the companion to Boy Toy? I forgot.
No, it's the blue glitter. I'm just
It's okay. Boy Toy's gorgeous. I love that polish.
I did get Girl Toy.
Yes, I forgot the actual name of it.
Nebula Chain. I like how I don't think that Phoenix said this was a companion polish, but we have all agreed.
Yes, and because I've seen other people comment that as well. Like, we have all decided it's the pink version of Boy Toy.
Of Boy Toy. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. You would have had to use this. This actually would have done that. So you used the Orly Hopeless Romantic, and then you used the Valentine topper?
Yes. I think it's called Let's Go Girls. Let me double check real quick. Yep, it's called Let's Go Girls.
I love that name.
I sing it in my head every time.
Yes! That's like my favorite moment of life was when Shania Twain said that. She said that for all of us.
Yes, she did.
By the way, shout out to Doomed Redshirt, who is part of my core mod team. They are listening to the podcast right now.
Yes.
However, their live blogging of the podcast is just popping up in the corner constantly. And I'm excited because they're listening to the podcast, but I'm also like, ah!
I love the live commentary. I'm trying not to check on it too much, but oh no, they tagged me and now I gotta answer. No, I can't.
No, you can. No, let's tell the audience what.
All right, let's see.
Let's see.
Okay, so Doomed is not the first person to ask me when my mall goth look is happening. We didn't end up going to the club that week. So I will.
No.
I'll get it together at some point. I'll go get some. I always forget the name of them. Blackheart polish from Hot Topic, and paint my nails black, and we'll just go for it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta close this. But I have a pop-up because I'm dumb like that, and my pop-up just keeps being like, meh. I have been adjusting the Discord. This is the Fanaticures Discord, the Fanaticures Funhouse, which is kind of the de facto podcast Discord. We do have like a podcast section with a general channel, so if you ever feel like listening to our episodes and just spamming us with your thoughts,
we really enjoy it.
We've also moved our audience questions to that category, so if you have any questions, we are going to be answering some questions today from our new-ish follower, who is Wendidimus, and she has been coming around, coming to streams, coming to movie nights.
Yes, I've been watching a little bit of Wendy's YouTube channel. I'm gonna go through and watch a lot more of her videos, but she did a video about thermals in the fridge that she posted to your Discord, and oh my goodness, I've got to get a fridge and start keeping my thermals in there. It works.
You know, Nikki's been saying forever, and like, Nikki's kind of proof. I don't think that since Nikki has started to put her thermals in the fridge, any of her thermals have died. So that tells you something. She's been collecting for a long time, longer than Danny and I have for sure. Wendidimus, she tried it out on her channel and looks like it's working. So let's all get those thermals into the fridge. I have one thermal that I don't keep in the fridge, and that's because, I don't know, it's on timeout. I took it out and it's Crystal Knockout.
Oh, yes.
As you know, I have a love-hate relationship with Crystal Knockout. We were just talking about Crystal Knockout because of that time that they stained my nails.
Fat Bear
for, like,
will be remembered in infamy.
Yes. Yeah. So I should probably put Astrology Owl in the fridge. I do like Astrology Owl, but it's already a little bit dead-ish. So I kind of just left it up here. I don't know, to punish it.
I need to go through my thermals and see like which ones are still functioning and try to save the ones that are still working. But in my mind, I've already kind of like dismissed all the thermals I already have as being like, oh, you're already gone. But I need to double check that they actually are. The ones I was saddest about were my Cirque Halloween ones. I think only from, well, not this last Halloween, but the Halloween before. They came out with a couple thermals that were so cute, and I went to use them again this year, and they were dead. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So fast.
I love Cirque colors, but I have not had good luck with their thermals either. But maybe I would if I kept them in the fridge.
Maybe, yeah. That would actually be a good tester polish is a Cirque. So, I hope they re-release at least the black to gray one for Halloween, because that was the coolest one for doing little peekaboo ghost manis and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be cool. So we've got some questions in the Discord from Wendy. And she wants to know, what are our favorite nail shapes? And are there any that make us cringe?
That is such a good question, Wendy. Because, like, yes and no and yes, basically.
Exactly.
So let's start with you, Danny, because I feel like I have a lot of opinions about nail shapes.
Yeah.
What are your nail opinions?
I think almost any shape looks great depending on your hand shape. Like, I'm pretty active on the nails subreddit on Reddit. And there's always someone posting like what nail shape looks best on my hand, because it can be a little bit hard to tell, but like I personally always wear squoval nails because that's just how my nails grow. Like the way my C curve is, it's just that is a shape they will always make, no matter how much I file them into different shapes. So yeah, it really depends on, I think, the hand shape. I think that on short stubby hands, I think almonds look the worst.
Yes.
And I think like a nice square or a soft oval looks the best. On long slender fingers, man, if you can pull off a stiletto, go for it. Like flaunt it.
Please do. Please do for me.
I don't again, it really depends on the person's style and stuff. I generally don't like long square on natural nails, I should say. I think they look a little too fake. On acrylics, though, that looks like, I don't know, what I think of when I think of acrylics. So yeah, it just really depends on the hand. There is one nail shape, though, that will never, ever, ever look good. I don't care who does it. Even Susie from Nail Career Education tried this, and she couldn't make it look good, and that is the flare. I'm sorry, but no.
Yes!
It's not allowed.
That is exactly what I was thinking. Duck nails.
Yes.
Like legit duck nails.
Duck nails. No human nail grows like that. And if yours do, I'm so sorry. But like most people's nails fold in at the tip. They don't flare out like a duck.
Okay though. But if yours do grow that way, let us know.
Show us pictures. I want to see natural nails because I've only ever seen like, acrylic nails, but flared out. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, I don't get why people, but I guess everybody's different.
Yes, but I think it's only
kind of
trolls.
like, did everybody do this as a joke? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I used to be in a few different nail groups on Facebook, but I ended up leaving these particular ones because like people just kept posting weirder and weirder stuff because like they thought that people, it was kind of like weirder stuff started showing up. So, okay, for instance, somebody had like long acrylic toenails. And it like, it's not something I would do, no. But like people were being really mean about it. And so I felt like, hey, don't be mean about it. So I was kind of like, oh, looks nice, whatever. And then like really weird stuff started happening. Like somebody did like, gosh, they did these nails, which looked like they had used some sort of like, it was kind of the color of like Orly Bonder base as like the jelly. And they had like encapsulated like mosquitoes.
Oh, I remember. Oh, you sent me those. That's right. Yes.
Oh, did I send you those? Yes. And then like the person in the comments was like, things have been getting so gross in this group. Like I just like decided to like post these basically because like I just can't stand it anymore. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't know whose nails are real, whose nails are fake. Like, that was a real picture somebody took. Like, I don't think it was the person who posted it.
It sounds like something I would do, right? But, like, at the same time, I don't know. Like, put a warning.
Yeah, like, yeah. It does sound like something you would do. They were calling them, like, their West Nile-inspired nails.
West Nile? Oh my god. My Jurassic Park.
my Jurassic Park. Like, yeah, if you could get, you know what, one time I got these decals from Maniology. I got them in like one of my ambassador like mailers. And it had these like flowers. They were kind of like watercolory flowers. And I was like, oh, I'll try these on my mom. And so I did, and it just looked like a mosquito had like been painted into her nail art. I still have those. So I suppose I could do that.
Okay. We gotta make it happen.
Do that with like one layer of cocoa jelly from
Perfect.
Yeah. Maybe like, I wonder if you blended like cocoa jelly either with citron jelly or with their new saffron jelly.
I was gonna say their new saffron jelly would look actually very convincing as some tree sap.
I feel, or just mix the two. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that Gourmand collection. Well, I don't know if we need to talk about that. We're still talking about Wendy's thing.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, we could take a little tangent time and talk about the Gourmand collection because I'm not getting it yet. Or at all, question mark. I don't for sure know.
I am 100% getting the jellies someday.
Yeah, okay.
Even though, like, I know that, like, some of the jellies look a little like the other jellies, I am always interested in getting just kind of, like, every nuanced color from a collection. Like, I want every linear hollow in every single color. I want every cream in every single color, even if they're similar colors. Like, I want to have those. And so that's like absolutely no different with jellies, especially because I use them so much in my nail art that like it kind of makes sense for me. So I will be buying those jellies. Vanilla Bean looks cute.
Yeah. I just bought the ILNP Something Sweet collection, which has a similar vibe. And I mentioned this on the Discord. I think my Raising Cane's sauce nail polish is actually a decent enough dupe.
I need to get that polish.
I haven't even tried it yet. It's just sitting in its box on my nail rack here, just looking absolutely hilarious. I use the hair scrunchie all the time. It's a really good hair scrunchie. I highly recommend the Raising Cane's hair scrunchie.
I have no hair. That's been a problem recently, actually, that I have. I mean, I do have some hair, but because people were asking the other day, like, what do you do with your hair while you're doing your nails? And I'm like, is there a problem?
Ears.
Yeah, my ear is how I do it. But yeah, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying a lot of the definitely not the trithermal, because A, I'm just not interested. A, I'm just kind of like, well, that's a polish. And B, no, sir. I love
yeah.
your trithermal. I'm sorry. I love you.
I don't know. I think trithermals, this is a little bit of a little hot take here. I think they're kind of a scam because, like, isn't it just a thermal with, like, a slight, like, shift? Now, if it was trithermal as in 3 different colors, okay, fine. Like, that's, if I could see all 3 colors at once. But I've never seen a trithermal where you can clearly see all 3 colors at once.
So I have a few trithermals that I have kind of seen 3 colors at once. However, it's from the same brand. KB Shimmer.
Ooh,
KB Shimmer has, let me find it. I bought a trithermal called Aft Backwards. I don't even know if it still shifts anymore. It is in the fridge though, because it hasn't been relegated to death by non-fridge. You know you're a true nail polish fan when you punish your polishes.
Yeah, it's like tabletop players where they'll punish their dice and stuff. I never got to that level. I was like, y'all, okay, you do you, but I don't understand. It's a little piece of acrylic.
So there's a few thermals that they have. Yeah, I have Aft Backwards, which is so gorgeous. Maybe I'll buy it again someday. But Best Buds, let me share this with you. Best Buds has 3 very different colors. It's not just like a gradient.
Okay. I do not own any KB Shimmer. So that, that could be I just haven't tried enough different brands of thermals.
KB Shimmer is an incredible brand. I highly recommend. They're a great place to buy staples like, top coat and base coat and whatever. I really have switched over to Glisten Glow for really good reason other than just that's who I'm ordering from right now. Glisten Glow top coat is just better than
I love
KB
it.
Shimmer's top coat.
Love it so much.
But yeah, Happily Ever After is the other one that really shifts.
I was gonna say this Happily Ever After, which first of all, adorable name, and it looks like a little caramel apple. That is amazing.
Isn't it cute?
Okay, yeah, I need to give thermals a chance with KB Shimmer, so thank you for sharing that with me.
You are so welcome. Yeah, I highly recommend KB Shimmer. I had Aft Backwards before it died. It was gorgeous. They are so affordable. They're one thing that I don't like about them is last time I checked, they had a $75 free shipping minimum. However, they've got amazing cleanup brushes. Like I said, they've got amazing tools, amazing staples, and also just like so many specialty formulas that are at such great prices, and they're big bottles. Their polishes are usually $10 to $11. Their top coats are around $6.50. The top coats and base coats.
That is, like, for an independent brand like this, that is amazingly affordable. I see them on Polished Pickup every month, and I don't know, for some reason, I've never gone for whatever they posted on Polished Pickup, but yeah, I need to explore their website and maybe just put in an order.
They have candy
get me
cane
some
plush.
KB Shimmers.
Oh, okay. Now I want to order KB Shimmer.
This is now a shop-along podcast.
This is now a shop-along where we look at KB Shimmer. I know Wendy wants to know the answer to your questions, but what if we just looked at KB Shimmer's website? They've also arranged things in color order on their everything page. Yeah, it's
brands, please do that.
Anyway, so back on the topic of nail shape, yeah, the duck nails, the flare nails, that's the only one that's it. I'm nail shaming.
Yes.
So, if that's what you're into, I mean, I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yes, because your thoughts did change on lipstick nails.
My thoughts changed hardcore on lipstick nails.
And that changed my thoughts. So somebody influence us.
I changed everyone's thoughts on lipstick nails. If I do say so myself, I changed the game on lipstick nails within our 300 person bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say my favorite nail shape is probably at the end of the day square. I do love a stiletto. I think stilettos are so cool. Like, they're one of those things that when I first initially like saw them, I was like, oh, that's too much. And now there was a contestant actually on Project Runway who had stiletto nails, and that was the first time I saw stiletto nails and was like, dang, that really works for that chick. Like, that really, really works. So I did love stiletto nails, but I had been seeing these lipstick quote shaped nails, and they were on a diagonal, and I was like, who does this? Who does this? And as soon as I heard about it, I was like, who does this? This is a thing? People do this? And then around the time that I started like laughing so much about lipstick nails, it became really a meme on stream and with my friends, was actually when Jill from Glisten and Glow kind of joined our community. And I got her coloring book, and there is a picture of all these different nail tips, and she had left out lipstick. And so I had been like openly joking with her, like, hey, this is missing lipstick. And she was like, absolutely not. I was like, yeah, agreed, totally. Could you imagine? But then at the same time, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if next time I broke my nails, I like did a weird shape. I did something weird. Like, they're gonna break eventually. I'll do a weird shape, whatever. And wouldn't you know it, my nail broke on a diagonal, on the perfect diagonal, the exact way.
You put it into the universe, and the universe gave it right back.
The universe gave it right back. I was actually opening a bag of ramen? Ravioli? I don't know. I was opening a bag.
I thought it was gnocchi.
Thank you. It probably was gnocchi. I'm so glad you remember. This is important to everybody. The real details.
It's very important.
Yeah, because remember, I kept like really milking that word.
Yeah. Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. I was opening a bag of gnocchi.
To have with my cappuccino.
To have with my cappuccino.
That's my dog, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah. We say cappuccino with an accent.
That's the name of my dog.
Yeah,
That's how you have to say
dog's name is cappuccino with an accent. So I had opened my bag of gnocchi, and like the side just like caved in. And I remember I actually did it, and I was like, oh man, that was kind of rough. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if it broke my nail? And then I was like, oh, that's probably why I was thinking that. So then it was around Halloween, and I made them into the lipstick shape. And at first people were scared. Including, I remember, Color Expression saw my post when I first filed them down. He was like, okay, I'm scared. But I ended up loving them, and Husbando ended up loving them as well. And everyone ended up loving them. I was told I made them work, and...
You did. They looked beautiful on you, and you praised them for like their different utilities, because like they're only sharp on one side, so good for scratching, but like they're still useful.
Yeah. For other things. Yeah. Husbando liked the feel of them. He really liked, except the first time I touched them with them, I like reached behind me, like he was like spooning me, and I reached behind me and I like moved my hand. I like spread it out, and he was like, ah! Oh, because it like did not feel like my hand like normal. However, after that, he loved them, and he was like, you gotta keep these. No one else has these. You've gotta keep these. Like, and everyone was like, it's so different. Everyone's gonna love seeing them. You're gonna get PR, so they'll see it on your nails. And eventually I was just like, I can't, I don't want it. I don't want it anymore. So I actually filed them down to ovals, which I'd never done before. And one thing about my nails is that my nails grow pretty darn fast. So like, I'm a bit like, whatever about my nail shape, because I just kind of know they're going to come back, and then they're going to break, and then they're going to come back, and then whatever. The cycle continues. It was fun seeing such a kind of soft look, the little ovals after the lipstick. It was such a fun contrast. You had those lipstick nails for a while though. I want to say you had them through at least up to Thanksgiving, I think. I absolutely had, let's see, I think the last thing I did on them was Glampire by Sassy Sauce.
Yeah, made them look like little bloody knives.
They did. Yeah, I did make them look like bloody knives. That was amazing.
That was really cool.
Yeah, I was so happy with that because I did that. I did that for a collab stream, but I also did that for the Weird Manny squad, and I got so much Weird Manny clout.
Yes.
Yes, I was wearing them on Thanksgiving. I had them on Thanksgiving, and I used them to swatch one color from the Glisten and Glow 2023 collection. And then I remember I posted a picture of 3 different nail shapes of me swatching the Glisten and Glow collection. And then you put all the different colors and nail shapes. You're 3 swatchers in one, and I was for a brief period of time.
Which that's another, like, if you were an intense swatcher, that would be so, like, funny and also really cool to have each nail a different shape.
Oh my god, I want someone to do it, but I don't want it to be me.
Yeah, not it.
Yeah, not it. I say that now, but just see the next time I break my nails. My nails are broken right now, though.
Yeah, Canada took, it kept a little souvenir of you.
Canada rode me hard and put me away wet, as my mom would say. I got home and I talked to my therapist, who I had to cancel on because I wasn't home by the time I was supposed to have our first session back. And I was just like, she was like, so how did it go? And I was like, people-wise, friend-wise, fantastic. Travel-wise, not so much. But yeah, they are broken right now, but you know, I really enjoy having short nails for a little while. I really enjoyed having the oval nails. They were really, they're not my favorite look, but tactile wise,
yeah,
you
can get a lot more done.
Yeah, and it was just so nice. It was just so nice to just feel the smooth edge all the way around, because I usually do like square, minorly squoval nails, mostly just like square with like the edges rubbed off so that I don't like poke myself to death.
Yes.
But yeah, I really liked having the oval nails. I really like changing my nail shape up. I feel really blessed that I can change my nail shape up.
Yeah, my nails grow, I don't know, probably average to slightly slowly. So I think I've only broken my nails 2 or 3 times since getting into nail art and stuff and growing them out in the first place. And it takes a long time to get the length back. And I do like to pull an Icarus and fly a little too close to the sun sometimes and let them get too long, and then they just snap right off at the free edge. Like, I don't lose the tip, I lose the whole nail. And I have to start all over. It's very sad.
Yeah, I still remember when I was going to do this really intense Rainbow Road manicure.
Oh, yeah.
And I had my really long nails and I was like ready to go. And then they all just started popping off right at the free edge. And I did it anyway. I did it. And it turned out really good.
And it still looked cute. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. And there's, you know, you can do nail art on any length. The difficulty might be increased a little bit with a decrease in length, not gonna lie. But you can do it. So for any of our short-nailed listeners, just, you know, take care of your cuticles, push them back, get yourself a little bit more real estate, and go for it.
I love it when people really embrace their short nails, obviously. I mean, I do it on my right hand. I do swatches on my right hand. I post swatches on my right hand.
I have really started to post more swatches and take more swatch pictures of my right hand. So I'm trying to give it a little more love.
Well, pretty much anything I do to my left hand, I do to my right hand. I just don't let it grow out. I'm not like Nikki, who does nothing to her right hand. Ever, except for that one time that she did evil stepmother's nails, and so she decided to get Cindy ready for the ball. I'm using quotes right now. Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, and I didn't know, and I saw this on a stamping plate, and I was like, what does this mean? It said Cindy hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got invited to the Cindy hand collab, and I was like, what does that mean?
It means Cinderella hand. It's the hand that does all the work and doesn't get to go to the ball.
Yeah.
So yeah, same as Danny, I have pretty similar thoughts about nail shapes. I don't mind long square nails. They do get a little bit, but now that I'm thinking about it, like we know a few people who grow out their nails, well, don't know them personally, who grow out their nails like 2 inches long and they get really wobbly, and I respect the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go girl, give us 2-inch long natural nails.
2-inch long nails. I do feel like there is a point and your nails kind of like tell you like when they're at their optimal length. Like for me, I did let them grow out too long last summer. One, that put them at big risk of breaking. Mm-hmm. And two, looking back, they were a little gross looking at the end. I was like, you know what I mean? It was like a little too long, but I was having a lot of fun with the nail art. I'm really happy with the length I have now. It's definitely not as long, but it's still long enough to feel fancy.
Yeah. Well, any nail's going to curve and do weird stuff. You see people who grow out their nails like for Guinness Book of World Record stuff.
Oh, yeah. Starts curling. It's so weird.
Oh, gosh. Like, I have a visceral reaction to that. Like, again, like, you know, do your thing. Let your freak flag fly. But dang.
How do you feel about when people post bare pictures of their natural nails, like when they have longer nails like that? Not like the Guinness Book, but like my leg.
I love that. I've done it before. And I just love seeing the blank canvas, and I love the flex for myself and for others of being like, look, my natural nails.
Yeah, a lot of people think I wear fake nails, like in my personal life and stuff. They're like, "Oh, those aren't fake." I'm like, "Would fake nails be this uneven?" Like,
how bad do you think my nail tech is?
How cheap are they? But yeah, it is a little satisfying to like pop my peely off and be like, "Nope, that's my natural nail." But at the same time, I know some people are like a little grossed out by long natural nails, and I am too to some degree. I'm like, oh, I want to make sure like they're nice and clean before I post them, you know, even though the dirt's under the paint, but you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Having like a clean nail is good. And like, would I do an Instagram of only naked nails? No. I would not. But I think, like, I don't know. Like, I understand the, like, I don't like that. But at the same time, if somebody were like, ew, gross, I don't like your long natural nails, I'd be kind of like, cool. Could you shut up? Like,
yeah, right.
Then don't look at them.
Right. It's just protein. Like, don't worry about it too much.
Yeah. Like, I don't like feet, but I don't blame people for having them. Or, like, posting their pedicure pictures or, like, whatever. So yeah, like, I think it's cool. Like, that's why I kind of fell into that trap of, like, you know, commenting positively on things that I did think were gross on that Facebook groups. Because I'm like, look, like, if someone wants to have long acrylic toenails, that's weird. But, like,
it's their life.
But it's their life, and as long as they're not doing, you know, sharpening them and murdering people with them. Anyway, so what you don't know is that we just had a long tangent about something that will not be included on the podcast, but I might be posting on the Discord. It's just a little gross. It's just a little gross. But what we're going to do is we are going to oil our cutes. And then when we come back, we are going to be discussing some new releases and some opinions on one particular nail brand that we all know and love, but maybe doesn't love us as much as we love them. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie, and I'm here to tell you that Polish Pickup Bingo is back, baby. Join Danny and I on Sunday, April 5th on the Fanatic Your Twitch channel for a night of friends, fun, and poor financial choices. Stay lacquered. All right, we We are back. I have had an entire meal, so good job, me. I was gonna say I was part of the Clean Your Plate Club, but I wasn't because I didn't eat all my fries because my beautiful, amazing, wonderful husbando brought me delicious food, but he forgot the secret ingredient, which is ranch dressing for my fries. And I was sitting here with Danny, and I went, ketchup's pretty good on fries. And Danny just gives me this look. I'm like, yeah?
Yeah. Well, glad you're on board with the rest of us.
I mean, they're good on fries when ranch dressing isn't there. I really enjoy eating ranch dressing with a side of fries. But that's okay. I had a torta about the size of a 3-year-old child, so we're fine.
We're ready to go.
That's how it gotta go. It's child size. The size of a child. On average. Okay. So we are going to be talking about a new release, and today's new release, it's a new-ish release. We're going to talk a little bit about 2 of them, but it's some new releases from Orly, because Danny and I both got the Orly Hopeless Romantic collection with our color pass, and we were kind of like, this is okay. Like, definitely better than the winter collection.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, when I opened the box, I wasn't like immediately wowed. I was like, these are cute. Okay, yeah, like these look nice. So, if you haven't seen the collection yet, it's got 3 creams, a pink, a peach, and a red, which are very cute. And then it's got 3 like shimmer polishes, and they're all in the blue and purple spectrum. So one of them is a purple with a blue shimmer, and then there's a light and a dark, just straight up blue shimmer polish. So it's kind of like an opposites attract sort of vibe, you know, and the colors look really nice together. I feel like the purple with the blue shimmer is the only one that kind of doesn't really fit in with the rest, but it's not like a huge like distractor or anything like that.
Yeah, I feel like, well, there's 2 sides. Did you just say that? There's like two vibes in this collection.
Yeah.
There are these like pink orchid, like these like kind of off brand like pinks, basically. There's one that's more coral, there's one that's more like orchid, and then there's a very like soft kind of sweet pinky red. I'm a big fan of that one. That one really reminds me of Valentine's Day chocolate.
Oh, darling, that is a nice color. That is a really nice color.
It's like a nice little dusty pinky red. And to me, it really looks like, because like I've done candy melts I don't know why this Valentine's Day. I think we had other plans, but like I didn't do it this Valentine's Day. But in the past, I've made husbando chocolate. And like this really, to me, looks like the red candy melt. You know what I mean? Like
those little pucks that you melt. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and then
they're a little dusty.
Fruit in it and whatever. Yeah.
Because like they're chocolate, you know, like, it's a little bit dusty. And I actually was gonna do like chocolate Valentine's nail art, but then I was sick on Valentine's Day and didn't stream. So so yeah, I didn't do that. But yeah, I like these. I think my least favorite is actually most people's favorite, which is Meet Cute. Isn't that the kind of the corally color?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, it's the coral. Yeah, that one, I agree. That one's kind of my least favorite as well, because it really, I don't know, I feel like it really brings out the red in my skin in not a good way.
Yeah, I'm not that into corals in general, and if you go to my local TJ Maxx, you'll know that nobody in my area is really into corals. Because that's always what they have left over. But yeah, I do like these. I think that they're really sweet. I think that they're really like classic, cheesy Valentine's Day, which I absolutely respect.
Oh, love it. Absolutely love it.
I know you love that. Yeah.
I think Valentine's Day should be all about the cheese. Like, if you don't like Valentine's Day, that's fine. That's fine. You live your life. You eat some chocolate. It's, you know, have a good time. But, like, I love the paper Valentines that you give out at school and stuff. Seeing as I'm still a teacher, you know, it's I love the school Valentines and, you know, all the candy and stuff. And I did a nail polish rack for February that was like over the top Valentine's theme, and it was all my pinks and purples and reds, like all the clashing warm colors. So this collection actually fit in really nicely, even with the blues, because it added that like clashing mix. But yeah, I didn't really like fall in love with this collection immediately. until I started using it in nail art. And once I started using it in nail art and I saw just how well these colors go together, I was like, okay, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I haven't used this in nail art yet. And I feel like I should, but the other side of the collection, as Danny was saying, like there's, were you saying there's a purple with a blue shimmer and like a blue that's almost like a slight multi-chrome into purple?
Yeah, on the Orly website, they describe the two blues as shimmer polishes, which honestly, I guess I don't know what else I would call them, but they're definitely not like a cream with a shimmer like the purple is. They are like just a shimmer on their own. I think the closest, like, I could think that texture-wise to match would be like the Holo Taco Crushed Holo formula. So they're not holographic, they're just shimmery, but they have that same sort of like shard looking texture to them.
Yeah, they do. And I think they're really cool. The darker blue, what's the name of the darker blue?
Serendipity.
Yeah, Serendipity was extremely sheer. Extremely sheer. I would classify that as a sheer. But it did look really cool. The lighter blue written in the stars. So I used all of these with the peel-off base coat that came with the color pass. The peel-off base coat is much like other peel-off base coats. Have you used it extensively, Danny?
I've used it a couple of times, and I think it's very comparable to the Holo Taco peel-off base coat. I like the Holo Taco one slightly more because it's a little thicker, and it doesn't flood my cuticles as easily. But so far as, like, application, it takes the same incredibly long amount of time to dry, but it peeled perfectly fine for me. I always use 2 base coats, which I think we're going to get into with you only used the peel off base coat and experienced some issues.
Yeah, I only used the peel off base coat and I did that light blue on my thumb. And my thumb remembered that vividly for a couple weeks there. Yeah, it really stained, and I was very surprised. It's really interesting because a lot of people, I feel like everybody has like their color that they're like, this is what stains. Because I hear people being like, well, this is a yellow, so it's going to stain. And I'm like, is it though?
Yeah. Not in my experience.
Yeah, and then I see an orange, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I just have flashbacks to Fat Bear.
Yes.
But, you know, I'm starting to think that, like, okay, it seems to me that reds are the most known for staining. Mm-hmm. You know, deep red. But, like, honestly, it could be any nail polish. It could be any nail polish, any nail color. It's just like that day, maybe it's going to stain, maybe it's not. But I just used that Peely base. Those are not known for their color protectiveness. Right. And I wish I'd used another base coat because, yeah, it was not great. It was on my thumb, though, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I didn't love it.
I have some staining on my fingers just because of the amount of polish that I apply to them. But yeah, I always use peel-off base coat and then Orly Bonder on top of that. So I do like a double layer. And that's really helped with the staining. I will say, just as a quick tangent, the worst staining polish that I've ever owned is my one and only BKL. And that's the Earl King. And it's like a purple with a multichrome shimmer in it, and yeah, my nail was purple afterward. But a little sugar scrub and a little like elbow grease, and I managed to get most of the staining off.
Yeah, Danny and I have been sharing our tips for de-staining because actually, so Orly has like a lot of really great sales. You should definitely check out their sale, their clearance, their $5 polish party. I don't know if they're still doing sale on sale. They are. And so you can, you know, get things on sale and then add a code and it'll become even more on sale. And one of the things that was on sale was this little, smaller than normal bottle of Cutique. And Cutique is their cuticle and stain remover. And I've looked at it before. The full bottles were a bit too pricey. But this one was just right. So I bought it. And the other day, I had this one nail polish on that ended up staining, and I was pretty surprised about that. And I had tried Cutique to remove nail stains before, but it was like my set in deep, like my nails are now yellow nail stains, and that did absolutely nothing. However, when I was using it on like the fresh new stain, it pretty much came right off the way that they said it would. They basically said, leave it on your nails for a while and then buff it off with a cotton round. And I did that, and that worked really well.
That's awesome. I want to say that bottle size is called their MIDI. And they do, I believe, have a sale going on right now. I don't know how long it lasts, but yeah, you can, if you're not interested in like a full 18 mil Orly, then maybe this is the right size for you to just try a few.
Yeah, but with sale on sale, especially like if you buy some of these old color passes, last time I was in there, they still had the Surrealist collection in there.
Ooh, Surrealist.
They do. They still have
one.
Surrealist.
Get Surrealist, guys. That's a good one.
Yeah, they have Wild Natured, which is great. They have Momentary Wonders, which I love the collection, but the package was kind of weird because it just had like a hair clip in it. So
oh yeah,
bizarre.
I like that hair clip.
Well, I'm glad you do, Danny. I'm glad you do.
That's what I use when I take my bubble baths.
Ooh, so you got your Raisin Cane's scrunchie, your Orly hair clip.
All decked out.
Yeah. And then they have Surrealist, which Surrealist comes with the matte top coat. It comes with the Genius Remover. I can't use the Genius Remover because I am sensitive to scents, but if you're not sensitive to scents, then you might like that.
And Metamorphosis, most importantly.
Yeah, and that's, I think, like, it's like 20 or something % off of $30, and that's for 6 polishes plus the top coat plus the remover. The top coat, I think, is like at least $11. The remover is like $15. Like, they're practically paying you to take this.
Yes.
And also, all their jellies are $5 right now.
Oh, yes.
Every single, like, all of their jellies. And I love a jelly, and I love Orly's jellies. They're the ones that are kind of my go-to. Like, I use the Cirque ones, but, well, one thing, and Orly's such a big bottle that you just never have to worry about it running out.
You're stocked for life.
Their white tips polish is on sale, and that's actually probably the best white I've used. I
do need to go ahead and place an order just for some white tips, and maybe I'll have my husband pick out a few more colors, because he picked out some interesting colors last time.
What did he pick out last time?
He picked out, because I just needed to make it to free shipping.
Yeah, we all know.
He picked out a very bright set of colors. He picked out a super bright red from the Breathable line, a ridiculous neon yellow, and then a really bright but very dark purple. And that's actually, I posted a swatch of it. It's called Saturated. Yeah. And it almost looks like a jelly. It reminds me of Muy Caliente, that kind of jelly-ish, I guess acrylic-ish. I don't know. It's a weird formula.
It's a weird formula. You're right.
But I like it.
Yeah. No, I've been looking at Saturated for like a year now. And so maybe I'll finally bite the bullet and get that one.
Yeah, because if you like Muy Caliente, you'll like Saturated. It's the same kind of feeling.
Yeah, no. And you know I love Muy Caliente. The other thing that went on sale for Orly and had a code, I don't know if they're still doing the code anymore, but they released their NASA collection on the website finally. Finally,
because I was waiting. It was released on Ulta first, and I have seen reviews of people buying nail polish from Ulta, and they just like shove it in a single bag and send it out in the world like, good luck.
I know multiple people personally, one of them Hillary. I know multiple people personally who have gotten broken nail polishes from Ulta in the mail.
Yeah, and I was not going to risk that collection with their packaging. So I was patient and I waited. And yes, the Orly NASA collection, I got the full collection, including the nail stickers, which is not something I normally do. But for the Lisa Frank and this one, I felt like the collections were special enough that I needed to get the stickers. And they're awesome.
I did not get the stickers. I just got the regular polishes. I was kind of holding out on the polishes because I wasn't interested in the polishes really, except for that black hollow jelly.
Yes, I've used that one already and it's good.
It's good. Yeah, I don't love the glitter shape in it, but the hollow be popping on that one. Like, it really be popping. I wore it to Disneyland, actually, and it was an overcast day, but I still was like, dang.
Yeah, to be completely honest, the polishes themselves, like if they were just polishes on their own, I'd be like, meh, like the topper's kind of cool, the black jelly's kind of cool. But the fact that they're branded with NASA and they have the little images on the bottles and stuff. Like, I wasn't actually planning on getting it. I was like, I don't need that right now and stuff like that. But then I showed Mediocre Manny's review of it to my husband, and he said, oh, you gotta get it. That's so cool. That's a collection. Like, you've got to get that just for a talking piece. Even my dad would be willing to talk to you about that nail polish. I was like, and that's what sold me. I was like, all right, if I can get my father-in-law even slightly interested in the nail polish that I bought, then it's worth it.
Yeah, I think this was definitely a husband's influence collection.
Yeah.
We're like, well, I don't necessarily need it, but like my husband would like it, so I should get it, right?
I should get it for him,
right?
Yeah.
So I have to get this because he'd love it. My hands are tied.
Exactly.
But yeah, they are super cool bottles. And like, at first I wasn't excited to try the gold, but you know me, I'm like, I don't want that. And as soon as I get it, I'm like, I love this. Never take it away from me.
Fine now.
Yeah, we didn't want to buy the gold, but now that I have it, I'm like, but is it good? Is it good gold? So I'll let you know. I did use the red and the topper on my mom. My mama loves like burnt oranges. And so she was super into it. I thought it looked really cute. Yeah, so if you are looking for that collection, it's now on the Orly website. I always try to wait for things to go on the Orly website because they always have such good sales and stuff.
Yeah, so I want to say the code was liftoff, and if it's still happening, then you can get it at a pretty good price. For the nail stickers, I've never used nail stickers before, but I used the Hubble Space Telescope ones because I was traveling and I didn't have time to do a manicure. And the application was fairly easy. You know, again, I'm a newbie. I didn't put any base coat down. I just put the sticker right on my bare nail, and then I put a top coat over top of that, and it stayed in place pretty good, and there wasn't too many issues until I went to take them off. And I think this was my fault. I think I didn't let them soak in the hot water for long enough to like ease them off of my nail, because it was during a group stream and I was trying to hurry up so I could get my manicure done, and I did end up damaging some of my nails, just the surface, which I buffed it out pretty easily, but I don't like to buff my nails, so I was a little annoyed at that. But I think that was just me being impatient, not the stickers necessarily.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So I'm on Orly's buzzworthy products now. And I'm like, why is this buzzworthy? Why is that buzzworthy? Why is Desert Rose buzzworthy?
Desert Rose. That was tangent time. My high school boyfriend, he had a pink room, but he was like, no, it's Desert Rose. I'm like, it's pink. A very dark pink, but it's pink.
That's really cute, though. Okay, so I think that's about it for the day. I don't know if you noticed, but we kind of had a bit of a formula this episode, and we are going to try to be kind of doing this formula where we answer audience questions, and then we talk about a release or a brand or just something, one topic on our minds. I really liked this, Danny. Did you like this?
I did like this. I'm amazed we talked that long about nail shapes, and well, I guess we didn't all, it wasn't all nail shapes, but yeah. with our love of tangents, I think that we'll get through the questions eventually.
Yeah, we will. And if you do have questions, just go to the description. You can go to my Discord. Fanaticure's Funhouse is its name now. We may change the name, but I really like the name. So we're going to keep it that way. And then you can just go to the podcast section and you can tell us what you're thinking about the podcast. Leave your audience questions. Have a ball. Do what you want. Anyway, I think that this is enough for the day. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to check out Danny and I on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. I am Fanaticure. She is Danny Shout. All of our links are in the description. Please join us next time where we try the lipstick nail shape in acrylic on our toes.
Stay lacquered.